Here we go, part 2 of the tickets. I want to just be further clear about the tickets. Again, no lawyer. This is advice that you can use, for yourself. Again, do research for yourself. Never go over too much what anyone say unless they're gonna sit down and really show it to you in black and white. Because the law is the law. Anyway, again, up here, we want to break down the tickets today and just talk about why there is so much can't stick against you. Alright, anyway, we're going to show you. We'll take a ticket here to show everybody. It's just a normal ticket like you would usually get. And again, with this ticket, you see when you get it. Now, I got two types of tickets. Let me show you that one. And here's another ticket that was formatted another way, so I had two tickets. So I'm going to show you, but basically they're all, pretty much the same with how they're printed out, what's on them, how the officer has to fill them out, how to go over and tell people. Well, on here, on each ticket, like you see, it has where it says a defendant up top. So that would be you, obviously. Now, wherever there's a defendant in the case, everyone knows that it has to be a plaintiff. And if there's no plaintiff, then there can be no case. But most of us take these tickets and just cop out and don't really take time to really just think about little common sense, and that's just common sense. You have to really have a person charging you. You had to have done something to someone in order for charges to be brought against you. So again, with the ticket, you see it says up top there's a defendant. Now right here you see the name and all that where it has to be printed. That's you with a blacked out space, your information. And then again, on this ticket, nowhere on the ticket will you see a plaintiff. You can see no plaintiff. Nowhere on here is there a plaintiff. So who is charging you? There's no plaintiff. But yet they say you are wanted criminal. Again, I teach people, this is not no charge anything. This is only a summons to appear. That's all it is. You just answer to the court, and they have to present charges, against you because they allege that you've done something. But again, even here, to teach people. Now, people always say, well, maybe the officer is, he's the plaintiff. Well, no, the officer isn't the plaintiff in here. It would have, anybody think that doesn't know the system. You would think that the prosecutor is how they say the state is the officer's attorney. But however, again, it has to have a plaintiff. So neither one of them really can speak because there is no plaintiff. Now, if we look a little closely, we can see where the officer does sign and what does he sign as. We look down here on the ticket and see. Now, what does he sign as? He signs as a complaining witness. Complaining witness. And again, right down on the ticket still tell you it's just a notice to appear. It's nothing more. But again, that's important. He's just a complaining witness. A complaining witness of what? That's important. What are you complaining about? And of what? What it is they're complaining about, they're alleging that you violated the law. Now, again, if you didn't get pulled over with, guns in the car, drugs in the car, anything like that, then, you haven't violated anything in the law. The simplest thing in that would even be just possession. So you didn't violate any of the law. So you was traveling, you may have ran a light, doesn't matter. You haven't injured no one. You haven't caused an accident. No loss or no harm. There are two elements which makes up a crime, people. And I just said it. There's loss and harm. It has to be injury. If there's no injury, there's no crime. Again, on every ticket it says it. I don't care what state it is, wherever. There's another ticket. It has as you're a defendant. Straight down circles, things, where it says the officer. It's a complaining witness. It's never a plaintiff. He's a complaining witness. always, even further down, it just says he's the issuing officer of this ticket. Every ticket. What's interesting about the tickets, like I tell people, I like to do things, answer them in 3 days. When you read the fine print on the back, which most people don't, they just get the ticket and take it, but it tells you. But then if you respond to it within 7 days, you know, you have to let them know that what you tend to do, plead guilty or not. If you just respond to it within sometimes 7 days, you may not have to go to court. You can get it dismissed. Now, it also tells you, sometimes right on there, that if you don't, you'll be required to make court appearances. You know, say it at the end there in the other ones I wrote. You'll be required to make court appearances. Now, that's the thing. Most people don't read these here. Your answer is right out. You know you don't read it. Again, on most tickets to say that was one, here's the other. Again, this one even further tells you that if you don't answer it in certain time, then you will be required to make, 2 more court appearances. 2 more court appearances may be necessary. So it tells you these things, you know, but again, people don't read, they don't know their rights. The little simple things. It's easy to get out the ticket, you know, just little simple things. And just common sense where you just know that the officer cannot be a plaintiff. If he was to be a plaintiff and you was to get criminally charged, they would have to give you something. All officers by law have to fill out what is called an incident report. You know, alleging what had happened. Now again, when they fill them out, even in traffic summons, they can write whatever information up top there is or whatever, but you'll always see where it says as a victim, they can never fill in. You can never fill them in, as I pointed out in the previous video. You can never fill them in, not on any traffic stops. Reason being because there's no injury to them. And even if it was an injury, people, you know, they wouldn't be heard in the municipal court. So again, people, stop copping out. You're doing it voluntarily. Stop wasting your money. Again, taxpayers, they always talking about there's no money in your city. Well, I'll tell you what, any given time you can go to a municipal court. There's more than 100 people a day that just voluntarily cop out who do not know how to get out of these tickets. So where's all the money going? Again, do your search. Again, this Big Bril signing out. No lawyer, this is good advice. Do your research. You know, you want to get at me? Big Bril at BigBril3030 at yahoo.com. Big Bril 3030 at yahoo.com. Those of you down in the city, in the hometown, you can catch me down at one stop just about every morning. Ask for Jabril or Big Bril, the legal tech. Catch me on YouTube. Catch the Prison Who Can Make the Transition series, part 2 on YouTube. Shout it out. I want to bring all the brothers home and on camera so we can talk and show them how we all making the transition. Big Bril with a mouth. Get at me. Big Bril 3030 at yahoo.com. Peace.